What is up, everybody? How are you all doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to the Just Saying channel. So, welcome back to the Anime Book Club, a little series where every Sunday I'm gonna review an anime series that I've seen. I'm gonna share my honest opinions about it, and hopefully we can have some nice discussion in the comments. At the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you what anime I'm gonna to review next week, because, you know, it's a book club. You've got some homework to do. And by homework, I mean to watch an anime series, which is banging. And it's not that bad, innit? Also, I'll leave the list of animes I'm gonna review in the future in the description down below. So if you wanna, you know, plan when you're gonna watch certain animes, you can just, do that. I don't know where I was going with it. But yeah, go down there, check it out, and, you know, while you're over there, subscribe to the channel, you know. Why not? It's free. For now, okay? Okay, so today's anime is Orange, a series created by Takano Ichigo in 2012 and animated in 2016 by Telecom Animation Film. It's not the most mainstream anime there is, right? But I'm sure a lot of anime geeks will know it. It's a bit of a classic when it comes to romances. Kind of a romance slash drama slash sci-fi, but not really. About a group of friends in high school that are trying to save their friends because of a mysterious letter. By the way, I'm gonna try to avoid any major spoilers in the first half of the video, so don't worry if there's gonna be any critical spoilers coming, I'm gonna give you a heads up. By the way, if I seem a bit tired, that's because I am. I'm recording this after a whole night of watching this anime just to make this video. Yo, you need to appreciate me, man. You lot need to cherish me, alright? So, Orange. Not gonna lie, I still have no idea why is it called like that. I mean, I can have a guess, but if it's because of a fucking juice box, then I'm not gonna allow it. So, I have no idea why is it called like that. But listen, not every anime title has to be super obvious and like extremely descriptive, like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, or I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. Why is it always about slimes? Okay, never mind. So in this story, few high school students got some letters from themselves from, you know, the future. As you do. What? You never got a letter from a 35-year-old Jew telling you that you have to save your friend from dying in the past? You know what? Surprisingly, me neither, but I did, and it's actually a quite cool premise to the show. It's an overall very well constructed story, with a very cute and relatable romantic side to it, and I actually very much enjoyed it, but it's a review. I cannot make this video just 2 minutes saying, yeah, it was class. Yeah, peace. I need to poke some holes in it, but let's start with the characters, shall we? Even though my anime list is telling me that there are 6 main characters in the story, well, there's only one main character, if you know what I'm saying. Takamiya Naho, voiced by Hanazawa Kana. The whole story starts with her and basically surrounds her. And I know, I could see a lot of people not really liking that character, but I think it's a fantastic main character in this story. It's exactly what this anime needed. She is very relatable, and I think she could be extremely relatable in, you know, Japanese culture. She's very shy, she doesn't want to bother anyone, she puts everyone else before her. And I know, she messed up a lot, but I think those mistakes are just honest. Something that you, me, either one of us would probably do in that age. Because, you know, she's only a human, and it's not an isekai or a fantasy or a battle shonen where the main character has to be fucking perfect. She's a high schooler. So of course, like every high schooler, she's a dumbass. And she does dumbass shit. But that's what makes the whole story more believable. Also, the way she deals with the pressure that she has on, and also her falling in love, is very relatable and very honest. And it's also something that I think a lot of introverted girls would go through at her age. So I think in that sense, the anime is very honest about it. Okay, now let's get to the main love interest of the story, Kakeru. Shy boy, sad boy, soy boy, all of the above. A guy who is struggling with some extreme depression, which brings this darkness into the whole show, which basically makes the show. He's also the one that basically every other character in this series is trying to save from, let's say, despair. And I think I need to use this word again. Honest. This character is portrayed in a very honest way. Popular guy, good-looking guy, very observant, sometimes even a bit too observant. I mean, look at that.
アズの店のカレーパン好きなんだよな。
それじゃあナホは甘いの好きだからメロンパンとアップルシナモンね。
ありがとう。
カレーパン交換してメロンパンと。
もしかしてバレてた？
But the way the creators are showing how he deals with everyday struggles and how he deals with depression is extremely honest, and I think it represents what depression looks like very well. Very often with a fake smile, and what a smile that is. Even though, once again, he does dumbass shit, yeah, we get it. But when you consider his, emotional instability and insecurities, I have nothing but to say about it. Very genuine. And I'm not saying that I like him, because let me tell you, he is pissing me off. But it's a very well made character. Next, Suo, the CEO of Friendship Goals. He's basically a big brother type of character in the group. Definitely the most mature out of the lot. He's very confident, handsome, tall, captain of the football team, and somehow still not a love interest. How? He's basically there to say shit like, "Oi mate, we are friends, and this is what friends do." Whatever that means. He's basically Kakeru's new best friend, and he's the one who's gonna give him very needed reality checks. Very good support to Naho, and I very much enjoyed this character. Mainly because he's not only the CEO of Friendship Goals, but also the CEO of pretending he's fine with shit. A very interesting character. Now we have second tier of main characters. Saku, a nerdy boy who's very weird sometimes, very awkward, but extremely smart. And I actually think I love him. Azusa, just a ball of walking brightness. Very needed character in an anime like that. Character whose main purpose is to, just show the bright side of life. And also the chemistry between Saku and Azusa is extremely funny, a nice comedic relief. And last but not least, Takako. She a bad bitch, Confident, tall, very loyal, willing to get in a scrub because someone said something bad about her friends. So, yeah, she a bad bitch. And also we have Ueda Senpai. Now this is gonna be a bit of a spoiler, so close your ears if you don't wanna hear it, but Ueda Senpai killed a bitch with fire. A really fucking hot fire. But overall, when it comes to the characters, I think I'm gonna give it a strong a 9 out of 10, especially because of Naho and Kakeru, which, I'ma be honest, not my favorite characters, but definitely the best characters. As I said before, the main reason I'm scoring the characters so highly is because they are honest. They are built in a very honest way, with no real bullshit. It's class. Now let's get into the animation, and let's be honest, not the strongest part of this anime. Straight off the bat, I'm not the biggest fan of this art style. I think it's a bit awkward, I think it's a bit unnatural, but as far as this style goes, I think it was made in a right way. Not amazing, just right. And I know it's not like Jujutsu Kaisen or Fate series or even My Hero Academia where, the action demands epic animation. But this kind of anime still can have some brilliant and most stunning animation, like for example Bunny Girl Senpai, Hyoka. So even though I see glimpses, like little things of, beautiful visuals, I also see the moments where, let's be honest, they took some shortcuts. For example, here, not even bothered to animate faces, and it actually happens a lot across the series. Sometimes they can't even be bothered to animate anything, so they make a little montage of some deadass music using just still images, which is not great. And I wouldn't bitch about it if it didn't happen legit at least once an episode. And also, this complete fucking shit show. What's supposed to be a very serious scene just straight up made me laugh because of the horrid animation. Overall, it's not horrible, but it's just not it. So I would give it I'm gonna be generous, a 6.5 out of 10. Just average. Now we go to our another not so great part of the anime. Music. Opening was not incredible, but it was strong. It's not the best tune, but you know, it's very recognizable. So I think it does the job. But the ending, well, let's not talk about it. And when it comes to the actual soundtrack, a bit dead, nothing special, nothing cool, a bit dull. The only saving grace about this whole music thing is the fact that they knew how to use it. Let's be honest, the music selection was shite, but the way they operated with it was kinda amazing. They knew exactly where to start the music, where to end it, how to end it, when to make it loud, when to make it quiet. So they've done a really great job with that. But as I said, it was its only saving grace, so 6 out of 10. Now let's get to the voice acting. Average. There was nothing that especially stood out as great or as horrible. So I'm just gonna say solid performance. I would probably say that Hanazawa Kana or Furukawa Makoto had the best performances in the series, but that's about it. It was just good. 7 out of 10. Now our penultimate category, which is my subjective enjoyment. And I gotta say, even though there has been some issues on the, production side of things, overall, I really enjoyed it. It was an amazing watch. I'm actually very happy that I've seen it the second time. It's a very, very solid anime. When it comes to how much I enjoyed it, I would give it a 8 out of 10. Not quite 9, but a really strong 8. And as always, it's time to talk about the plot, the story of this beautiful, beautiful anime. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, be free to just skip to this part. So, I gotta say, story-wise, fucking masterpiece, okay? It wasn't groundbreaking, but it didn't need to be. Girl and a boy falling in love and having some issues. Also, the concept of all 5 of the friends getting letters about needing to stop Kakeru from committing suicide is kinda brilliant. Again, probably not groundbreaking, but still brilliant. And yeah, we had some cliches like classic shit. We cannot have a, romance anime set in high school without a transfer student as probably one of the main characters. But yeah, let's talk about a few things. First, things that was not perfect. First of all, on the first episode of the series, Naho was informed to not invite Kakeru with them. And I get it. She didn't believe in what letter said, but then again, all 5 of these motherfuckers got the same message, right? And not one of them was like, hey, you know what, maybe not today. And obviously it resulted in his mom dying. And I'm really surprised they didn't explore the whole concept of them being actually guilty of his mom's dying. Straight up, it was their decisions is what basically led to Kakeru's mom committing suicide. So how are we not gonna explore guilt? Guilt aspect was put basically just on Kakeru. A bit of Naho, yeah, we've seen that, but I think it could have been explored more. It could have added another dimension to the whole show. There's only one thing that actually pissed me off in the show. They said that they used a fucking black hole to transport the letters into the past. Huh? Excuse me? Nah. First of all, bullshit, okay? Second of all, how could they control when the letters would get delivered? They could not have any control over a black hole, so they could send it 15 minutes into the past or 50,000 years into the past. How was it so perfect? And also, isn't black hole supposed to, completely destroy the letters? The explanation of how they send the letters into the past was a stretch. And I mean Ashtanga yoga stretch. With all honesty, if they just said, yeah, we just used magic, I would be like, yeah, fine, that's okay. But because they try to make it like scientific, I was like, nah, like, get out of here, man, get out of here. Bullshit, bro. Okay, let's get back to the good parts. What this show does amazingly is Drake's lyrics. 0 to 100 real quick. One moment they enjoy nice curry buns, 5 minutes later, your mom's dead. Then the only thing that matters in the world is lunch. You know, preparing bento, and literally in the same scene, oh yeah, you know what, my mom's dead, she committed suicide and I'm depressed. Huh? I just think this anime does this perfectly, you know, escalating drama in just a moment. I think it's brilliant in that way. And also, when I was watching the second episode of the series, I realized that actually every episode has a scene that is just perfect. Or nearly perfect. Like, look at this. Episode 1, the I'm watching you scene. Episode 2, Kakeru saying that his mom died because of her suicide. Which is probably in my top 10 favorite anime scenes ever. Something about it is just so powerful. Absolute perfection. Look at this.
聞いてもわかんないよ。
確かに。じゃあこの間2週間休んだのはゲームしてたとか？もう一つ聞いてもいい？サッカー部どうして入んないの？
なんで？
だってかけるサッカーしてる時すごく楽しそうだったよ。
母さんが死んだ。始業式の日自殺した。それで葬式とか引っ越しとかで休んでた。部活はしないって母さんと約束したから。
It gave me chills, like nothing of a dramatic, right? Just straight up real, and the fact that they cut the music, made it silence, bro. Then episode 3, the letter from Post Kakeru. And I swear, man, I knew the scene was coming, I knew what's gonna happen, and I've seen it for the second time. Still cried like a baby. Episode 4, the hallway fight and run scene. Episode 5, Suwa saves Naho. Episode 6, obviously, fireworks. Episode 7, asking Kakeru if he wants to kill himself. Just look how... yeah, I don't even have words for that scene.
死にたいって考えたことある？
あるよ。毎日思う。
なんで？
全部これのせいなんだ。
死なないで。かけるを失いたくない。私もかけるのことが好き。
Episode 8, realizing that we all in this together. Episode 9, the It's Once Enough scene. Episode 10, the sports festival, and you know, it can...
負けるな！約束！ずっと一緒！10年後も！待ってるよ！みんなで！待ってるから！
Episode 11, Suwa finally committing to what he decided, like fully. Episode 12, suicide. Episode 13, suicide. Almost. So basically every episode of the anime has a perfect scene, or a damn near perfect scene. This is a story created with a lot of care and attention. Understanding the true emotions of the characters, what would they feel in those moments, and what emotions do you want the viewers to feel. With all honesty, I am giving this anime a 10 out of 10 when it comes to the story. Listen, it's hard to make a perfect scene, and the fact that they managed to have at least one of those in every episode is insane. Perfect score for a perfect story. Now it's time to give it a final verdict. In my humble opinion, Anime Orange deserves an overall score of 8 out of 10. I think that characters were great, the story was sublime, but the production part of it was a letdown. But yeah, that's it for this week's anime book club. And next Sunday, we're gonna talk about Re:Zero, Starting Life in Another World, which is a brilliant anime, categorized as psychological drama, thriller, fantasy, isekai. And let me tell you, this is probably the best isekai there is. I'm really recommending you to watch it. I mean, just look at this little teaser. It's good, isn't it? So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on social media, and I'm gonna see you probably tomorrow. Peace.